Hi everyone, it's Heligods here, tutorial on how to do the 4-point tick-tock. In order to do the 4-point tick-tock, you should have a very good control of the helicopter while doing tick-tocks. In other words, you should be able to steer a tick-tock around. If you don't know how to do that, please look at my tutorial on tick-tocks. It explains in depth how you can do that. You should be able to do sideways tick-tocks. You should be able to do tick-tocks upside down. You should be able to, do aileron tick-tocks the other way as well. Alright. You should also have good basic control. Figure eights upright and figure eights inverted as well. Okay. Right, now in order to do the 4-point tick-tocks, there's two ways to do them. There's the cheats way, what I call the cheats way, and there is the proper way. Okay, the cheats way is basically where you drop the helicopter onto its back and you use the elevator, the rudder, position it and then push it back again. Drop the helicopter back onto its back again, use the rudder and then push it back again. Drop the helicopter onto its back, use the rudder, push it back again. Drop the helicopter on its back, use the rudder, and push it back. And of course, if you speed that up, if you speed it up, well then it sort of looks normal. Now the other way to do the 4-point tick-tock is to use like a quarter pyro during each maneuver. So using a mixture between the elevator and the aileron. So you could say you're almost like drawing a quarter circle. So in this instance we're going to be doing anti-clockwise 4-point tick-tocks. So you draw a quarter circle from say 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Here, bang. And then you draw another circle from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And from 9 o'clock 12 o'clock. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the helicopter actually moves in the opposite direction to the direction of the quarter pirouettes that I'm maneuvering on the sticks. Okay, and that's because I'm actually doing the pirouette, or I'm actually performing the rotating action from the helicopter's back to the front. If you decide to perform the rotating action from the front to the back, it's going to be different again. Alright, but if you follow my tutorial, it comes from the back to the front, from the back to the front, from the back to the front, from the back to the front. Okay, now I'm just going to call out the numbers so you can see the effect, the mirroring effect. And the number is going to be the registration of the cyclic stick. So let's go through the maneuver now. We've got 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So as you can see, the movement of the helicopter and the stick are opposite. Now, one of the advantages of actually using a lot of a combination between the elevator and the aileron is that you can do it faster, and you can also maintain altitude, I believe, much easier. For example, let's do them a little bit faster, and you can control them better too, like you can actually steer them around the sky. And they're not perfect. Now as you get lower to the ground, it's probably good to actually, as you're doing the maneuver, to make it a larger arc, right? So that way you get a bigger safety net. Alright. As opposed to being high and doing it fast and quick. I mean, you can do it fast and quick low too, but you got more of a chance of dropping. As you can see, it's dropping and raising much more violently than if we're laying it out flat. And I'm just exaggerating the movement there so you can see. Okay. So again, that's pretty much all there is to the 4-point tick-tock. It's not really an easy move. It takes a bit of getting used to. It'll feel very uncoordinated when you first start doing the actual maneuver. So let's break it down the way in which you'll learn it. What I recommend is you do the first quarter first. Alright, so you take your helicopter up high, or if you're on the sim, it doesn't really matter. And just bring it back. And from here, go from the 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock on a cyclic. Just practice that. Bring it back from here, from 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock on a cyclic. Once again, 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock. Okay, again, 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock. Okay. Now, you need to do the same from 3 o'clock to the 6 o'clock position on the sticks. Remember, I'm talking about the sticks here, not the helicopter. So now we're at 3 o'clock. Now we're going to bring it to 6 o'clock. And once you do that, start again. Alright? So 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Start again. It's going to feel very, very awkward the first time that you do these. I remember myself, it was like, it was very frustrating actually. But then, once you start to train the muscle memory, and the way in which you train it is you sort of get it, the first part of it, like that, the second part of it, then you'll bug out, then you'll get the third part of it, then you get the fourth part of it. Alright, and that's pretty much how you learn it. You break it down. But again, keep it high and keep leaning it to start with. That way it gives you a lot of room to bug out, because if you do not lean it enough and you're like this, and then you come back this way and then you drop it in, boom, it's very easy to dump it into the ground like that. Alright, so that's why we lean it more. Okay, now in order to do the 4-point tick-tock in the other direction, you need to actually mirror the sticks moving the other way. Okay, so basically instead of going from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, right, you go from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock, from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock, from 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And you repeat the same process over and over and over until you get it into your head. It takes a while, or it took me a while, to actually get those orientations right, and I must say that I'm not great on doing them clockwise as opposed to anti-clockwise. But the thing is, you can break the 4-point tick-tock down into different maneuvers. You know, you can actually travel with it while you're performing the maneuver. You can push it out. There's many different things you can use it for. You can use just part of it in your routine. You know, like sometimes you might want to do a turn like this and then come back. You know, there's the possibilities are endless. So that's my tutorial on the 4-point TikTok. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the thread. And yeah, we'll get another tutorial coming up very shortly. Give me some suggestions on what you want to learn, and I'll do my best to provide you with a tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.